So at the Humanitarian Crisis Hub, we believe that it's important that voices are heard, that the voices of refugees and migrants are heard.
I'm not no politician, I'm creating awareness. Before we turn this music off, let me just say this. I'm not no politician.
Over the next 90 minutes, we will be inspired by the innovative ways in which ordinary people protect themselves and protect their human rights in war and conflict. And also by the work of refugees and migrants in Victoria who have survived war and conflict and continue to help their family, their friends, their communities in their countries of origin, and continue to promote peace and a lasting peace with justice in their countries of origin.
I dedicate this song to all the Sudanese town soldiers, the ones who never came last. I gotta say I'm like I couldn't be the child soldier. I gotta say I'm like I couldn't be dead. I gotta say I'm like instead I'm still alive. And I gotta say I'm lucky God don't make mistakes with me. I gotta say I'm like I couldn't.
But the next time I am told to write something new, try something new, be a little less militant, a little more elegant, to stop exaggerating the social and political climate, to just write a damn love poem and be done with it, I will simply ask, then who will right the wrongs we ignore? The slightly less hip causes that are only remembered by politicians to swing elections. Who will write about the burqa ban and children needlessly dying in the south of Sudan?
But we have some natural forests. So in that area, we still have some places unknown by the Chilean people, by the military forces. So what we do every time there is a conflict, in this moment we are having a conflict, so we move into that land.
It is very complicated when you have no guns and you are helpless to protect yourself. I have seen this in refugee camps when the local people with a gun come to us and fight with us. What we have to do, we have to have a spear and shield, but it could not help that much because the bullet still go through the shell.
Raise awareness of this issue. Next, one of the worst humanitarian no one knows about this is happening. Yeah, no one knows. There's no media. We're trying to raise awareness.
People in diaspora could be able to mobilize themselves to lobby, whether it's a government body from overseas or developed world, or international agencies. And also, I'm talking about particularly these multinational companies who are dispossessing indigenous communities from their land and creating a major conflict to stop doing what they are doing at the moment. So I think the diaspora community could be able to do this kind of stuff. How they're going to do it? First, they need to organize themselves and build their capacities.
And so from an international NGO's point of view, I think it's working with local groups, listening to local groups and building on local strategies and the way local people are working. Because if you don't do that, then when you go, or if you're not there at the moment of crisis, the work that you do goes with you.
And it's quite clear that diaspora communities have more knowledge, more understanding than international NGOs often, and of researchers and consultants. And they need to be brought into that policy dialogue in a proper and consistent way.
For we have our own minds and voices too, and soon you will be the one dancing to an unfamiliar tune. So go on, pull your curtains back, look out and across to the wrong side of the tracks and tell me what you think about that, for we have been banished and cast aside for far too long. But the day has come when we will right that wrong.
I'm not no politician, I'm creating awareness. Yeah.